Hello, my name is Manya, and as you might have seen from the title, or at least from the beginning of the video, I really miss thrifting. In the past months, since I've moved here and a little bit before that as well, I have collected a few things here and there from thrift stores, from flea markets, and I just want to share those with you. The first item that I found is this really cool vase. I think I might show a close-up of this because it's really cool. It has a really cool pattern. This one is Midcentury. I found it in a very small thrift store here where I live in Germany, and I paid €3 for it, and it currently lives in my guest bathroom. It has like a couple of those fake green leaves in there because we don't have windows in the bathroom. Then I found a few art pieces. I am actually in the process of turning my guest bathroom wall into a gallery wall, and I'm specifically looking for dark floral art, which is not as easy to come by as like the light floral background art. The first two I found are these. They're both from my favorite flea market here in town, and they're both embroidered pieces, and I paid €2 each for them. And I did get them from the same seller, I think, but I did not get them in the same week. So then two other art pieces I found were those two little frames with also the floral art in them. I paid €1 each for them, I think. Yes, I paid €2 for them together. They were from the same seller at the flea market again. And yeah, I really like them. They're like they have the gold frame, and they're this typical still life with like the grapes and pineapples. Both of them have pineapples, like who knows why. Yeah, I thought they would fit in really well with my guest bathroom decor. They are quite old. I don't know how old. If you can see the backing, it does say made in Italy, and it has this paper backing. I'm not sure how old they are. I would guess like at least 60s, maybe 50s, maybe even older. And this little frame is one of those glass frames where you can put something in between. I got this still when we were living in the Netherlands just before we moved, so it has been living in my house for quite a few months. You know, you can just pop out the glass frames and put something in. So I think I paid like €1 for this frame, maybe less, maybe like 80 cents, I don't remember. But what is in there is really cool. That one is not new. It is a really old postcard that I bought many years ago, more than 10 years ago, at a antique store in the town I used to live in the Netherlands. I paid like €2-3 for it, and it's a really nice French card, which I'm not gonna read it, I'm just gonna show you a close-up in a second. And it's very old because it dates from 1914, so that is the year the First World War started, which is very cool. Then I found probably my favorite thing just this week, and I posted about it on my Instagram, so if you do follow my Instagram, you will have maybe seen it, and it is really cool. And it will be really cool once I actually give it a makeover, even more cool. It is this, it's quite large actually, this mid-century or space age. It's like just in between. It's like either late 60s or early 70s. Fat lava lamp. If you don't know what fat lava is a style of pottery that was very popular in West Germany in the 60s and 70s because the kind of style of pottery kind of looks like lava is coming down. It looks a bit burnt. And yeah, I found this on eBay Kleinanzeigen, which is the German version of Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, and I actually found it in the free section. The only thing I don't like is this lampshade. It's so ugly. It has this like textured, weird, I don't know, it's just not cute. It's very old looking. It's like too old. It just makes it look too vintage, and I like my vintage to still be able to blend in with modern, so I'm going to exchange that lampshade. But there is a very cool thing about this lamp. It has one, which I will definitely exchange it, this bulb. I don't know if you can see it, it's really old, but it does have a bulb here as well. So the cable is not that long. So I'll show you from here. So when you turn it on, this part lights up, and obviously also this part, and it is so cool. Another thing I want to show you is another vase that I found, and this is actually a fat lava vase from also a known brand, but I forgot the name. If I do end up looking it up, I'll put it here. And I did also find this at the flea market, and I paid €5 for it. Lady wanted 7, I offered 5, she accepted, so that is good. I really love how This is kind of this ombre effect of dark brown going into cream. The next items are literally above my head right now. This lamp, which is hanging up very high at the moment, the reason being that my husband is pastor of a church here in town. That is also the reason why we actually moved to Germany. If you don't know and you're interested, I'll link a video down below where I'm explaining. Anyway, we have to put that up higher than usual because I'm actually sitting on my dining room table right now because we're live streaming church services from our home at the moment. This is a lamp that I bought in the Netherlands just before we moved. This one is not vintage, but it actually was brand new in a box, and I found it on the German Craigslist, which is called Marktplatz, for 50 euros. And usually the price for a new lamp like that would be 200. So that was a really good deal. And then I have those two hanging pots here. They are two vintage hanging pots, which I believe they're also probably from the 70s. And yeah, I actually did buy them at a thrift store back in the Netherlands, and I paid $8.50 for them together, including plants, which those are not the original plants they came with because those all died. I got new ones and they're pretty good. This little print behind me I actually bought in the Netherlands just before we left to move to Germany. I actually paid only 50 cents for it. It is a reproduction of a painting by Paul Klee, which is a German artist. I did end up looking at his works, and I really like them. He uses a lot of more colors in his paintings. This one is called Two Dromedaries and a Donkey, which he painted after having visited Morocco. The problem with this is that I measured the print and then I didn't write it down. Thought I remembered the measurements, went to IKEA, and then I got the wrong size frame, which is not good. So it's in a too big frame, so I'm gonna get a new one as soon as I can. Hi! I also found this cute lamp on Marktplatz, so the Dutch Craigslist / Facebook Marketplace, and I also found this just before we moved. This is an actual Danish lamp from the 50s or maybe 60s that a lady sold. Her mom had just passed and she used to go to on vacation to Denmark a lot, and I got this lamp for 50 euros. So when that lady's mom passed, like, the lady just sold a lot of her stuff, and I found this lamp, which is really cool because she didn't mark it as vintage. She didn't mark it as Danish. She didn't mark it as mid-century on there. She just marked it as lamp. So that's what I usually like to look for, because that's when you found the real good stuff for good price. At first when I saw it, I actually thought it might be a real Louis Poulsen lamp, which his lamps, vintage, they still retail for around 250, sometimes even more depending on the lamp. It's not a real one, it's like a replica of that one, but then still vintage. So 50 euros is also a really cool price. Thank you so much for watching. If you are not subscribed already and you do love thrifting and vintage, I'd highly suggest you do that, and I will see you in my next video. Have a great day. Bye!